It jumped out loud, but it said reconnection. So I guess we may be reconnecting. So if we are reconnecting, let's give us a chance to reconnect. Jeez, what just happened? Is that back live? Are we off? It says it's streaming. So go back to Smash Bros. Yeah, we jumped back offline. I'm sorry. We had some issues, so y'all gonna have to literally jump back on. So we about to check our signals to make sure everything is functioning properly. So if you got kicked off,
it's back up now.
Are we back up?
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry.
So Jamaria, LaShanta, Shauna, jump back on.
Yeah, y'all jump.
Close out that live. It should have ended.
Yeah. Y'all jump back on.
Jump back on.
We had technical difficulties, but we are back on.
Yeah. But to answer your question, I think sometimes people want the opinion of others. It's like the outside looking in. Because sometimes that outside person can bring you a little bit more insight as to what's really going on. But I mean, I don't ask too many people that.
But why would we
not expertise?
Why would people ask a janitor about the structural integrity of a property? No shade to janitors, by the way.
Yeah.
But why would you go seek the professional opinion?
Hey, Britt. Britt says she's on.
Hey, Britt, why would you seek the professional opinion from a janitor? Again, no shade to janitors. Just making this clear analogy. Regarding the structural integrity of a building, which includes that of a structural engineer.
Yeah.
Why would you go in and think that's an opinion?
You
versus
can ask the janitor about the building, but you can't ask the janitor about the structure and the foundation.
You can ask the janitor the proper procedure on how to
inside the building because he's done.
He can tell you the proper procedure on how to professionally strip that floor,
right,
without you messing it up,
right?
Because that he has X number of years experience and say, hold on now, if you apply this type of wax, you'll mess it up, you'll do something wrong,
right?
So because his opinion at that point has value, right, and that value can cost you money if you don't listen to him because he's like, hey, don't use this, or listen, this key here works for this specific building. Believe I know this. I've been around long enough,
right,
that this is the way it works. So. But it's okay. I think I said this in the last show. I had somebody tell me the other day, like, well, I don't mess with that. I don't care. Like, your opinion of me and that doesn't matter. It's okay not to go to certain circles. It's okay not to have certain people go to certain events. We don't. Some events that we don't go to is not because like, oh, we're better than. No, some events we don't go to because we know that there's a propensity, there's a chance of some issues going on that we don't want to deal with, or we don't really affiliate ourselves with that type of crowd. It just is what it is. I mean, shit, we got more to lose. I mean, it's like we don't want an unnecessary headache if we can avoid that. So why put yourself in a certain position to where you know that headache is going to come about, or you're going to jeopardize what you created, or what you're doing, or where you moving forward on. You just really got to watch where you go and try to seek value in somebody that has no value. I mean, just
what you're saying brings up so many things, but there's so many things that I probably can't bring up right now. We'll have to talk offline about that.
Okay.
But I think it's Shauna, damn. Shauna says I'm back. LaShanta is on. Good morning to you all. Thank you for coming back on. We jumped on and jumped off. But
my glasses like little Daryl.
What?
I got little Daryl glasses.
Squirrel.
Just saying. Hey, y'all, my glasses look big.
Yeah.
All I want to say.
No, Kevin.
Happy Easter.
Anyway, I think we why do we jeopardize? Stop. Why do we jeopardize anything? It's that can go with. Oh God, that can go in so many different ways. As far as like, why do we value others that are not experts in certain areas, or why do we go out and do things knowing that it's going to jeopardize what we have? I think it's.
I mean, we all have.
I think it's as humans, we've all taken a risk. We all
are
risk.
flawed. First of all,
yeah. I always say I'm perfectly imperfect,
but it's the flaws that give us value.
Right.
The flaws in a diamond give it value. Flaws actually cause you to have a higher level of experience, because how could we even sit and discuss things if we hadn't even been through it? Flaws give us value on the show.
Yeah. Hold on, Kevin. Are we still going in and out, LaShanta?
Well, it says we're still streaming, so we're still online. If we
he's crazy.
If we're going in and out, I apologize.
Mary, y'all know your brother. This is a whole fool over here.
It's our flaws that really give us that higher level of value and significance. But it's just man, it's so much to unravel as it relates, to that and us putting value in people that have no worth. No worth to you in specific situations. Why would you value somebody's opinion of you when they don't even know you? They don't hang around you. They don't have your best interest in mind. You don't even F with them like that. So why are you even concerned about what they have to say about you or your status? You have people that are seeking to deliberately ruin you intentionally and directly and indirectly, and I laugh at that because it's comical, because there's no way you can ruin anything that God has already determined to be sound. You as an individual, nor with any other levels of destruction you think you're going to cause, can disrupt what God has already ordained to be in motion.
Right.
Who are you to state that you are going to do such? And
what makes you think that you have that much power?
The audacity. And it's so comical, because even with people that I've had some of the most troubling issues with, the last words I will ever utter is that I'm going to make your life a living hell, or I'm going to do something negative to you. You got to be careful with that, because that stuff will sure enough come and ruin you. Because honestly, the person who you're seeking to devalue, if their head is on straight, they're not even thinking about you. They're moving on, doing their own little thing, and you are white noise.
Good morning, Erica.
You are white noise.
Oh, that's my new term. He took it from me.
I was waiting on you to catch on.
What movie was that? Fubar?
Yeah, Fubar.
We were watching? Yeah.
Fubar on Netflix. Cool series.
Yeah, I should watch that.
You are white noise in the background.
Yeah.
We hear you and don't hear you.
Yeah.
Who cares? You're white noise, and we don't value white noise. It's just something that is in the background that we hear and don't hear, and we just are able to continue to move accordingly. But who in their right mind would give value to white noise?
Because at some point with white noise, I have white noise. My white noise is the TV for me to sleep. And I'd leave the TV on. And it doesn't even have to be up loud, but just for me to know that it's on, it helps me to fall asleep.
So is white noise necessity to you? It's kind of like...
No. Here's the thing. Eventually, at first you start and you hear the white noise. But eventually, the white noise goes silent.
But in your analogy, the white noise almost became a requirement, a necessary condition.
It just kind of happened that way. Like, there are some times where I don't have to have it, and then there's times where I do in order for me to like...
So is there a level of appreciation to white noise?
It is.
Damn.
It is.
That's something. You know what? That's something powerful. That's something to think about.
We're talking about two different type of white noises.
But we don't. But what we're on the same level as it relates to white noise, and y'all don't know what white. Please, you're gonna have to probably rewind because we can't. We don't have time to catch y'all up about talking about what we're talking about white noise.
But the white
you're gonna have
noise,
to rewind to understand.
Currently the white noise that we have, it is an appreciation because it lets me know my worth.
We're dealing with white noise, by the way, y'all. We letting y'all know.
It lets me know.
They know who they are.
What I have, and where we're going and what we built, and you're bothered. But the white noise gives me appreciation. Like, pat on the back for me. This you can't have. Like, no matter what you try to do, no matter how loud you think you are, I'm still unbothered.
No matter how, you know what? That's a cool analogy. No matter how loud the white noise becomes, because white noise comes in a subtle pattern, and it even gets loud. And the white noise that you use, we're talking about the analogy, we're talking like with movies and shows that you got on. Even when they got the loud action scenes, but you ain't touched the volume, you still asleep. You still sleep. So it's like we don't even hear you. We don't even hear you. So it's like, again, the white noise of people in the background. It's just one of those things you if you haven't learned to ignore it, then you are allowing it to leave you bothered and unsettled, and therefore you will lose sleep. Because you don't even know how to work the white noise. Damn. Oh. What?
Finger snaps.
You don't even know how to work the white noise. White noise has a purpose in your life. And that white noise, you have to learn how to repurpose it. Use it for what it's worth. Yeah. Because the white noise is everywhere. There's chatter everywhere. Chatter. Foobar. There is chatter everywhere. Yeah, when they was talking about the chatter. Yeah. They was picking up certain chatter. Y'all gotta watch Fubar around here because it's cool. It's cool serious. Like when we talk about manifest, Fubar, Fubar. So it's that chatter is something, but the chatter you gotta use it for what it's worth, and laugh at it and keep going on because people are gonna chatter all the time. People are chattering right now. Fuck Dunn. Fuck Cross. They don't care. You actually think we care? You actually think we care? You actually think we care? We don't. We really don't. And again, we it's just one of those things to where we're fine with. But we've had people say F CTD. Y'all know that CTD is Crystal Towns Dunn. That have made these posts public, and they have been crystal close to my wife. I've had people think they could be bold enough or thought because I didn't respond to them that they could even say something about my wife, and I had to tell my wife that I'm one of those people that I don't speak upon everything that somebody utters because again it's white noise. I pay no attention. So when I do decide to speak amongst the white noise, they actually listen. They actually listen because they said, he hadn't said anything. He's responded back. Oh my gosh. And that's exactly what I choose to do. Because at a certain point, you have to go back and correct that white noise and silence them to let them know that they will not proceed within your life to cause any levels of destruction, disturbance, or anything that will cause any type of level of disrespect within your life. But that message with PMJ was powerful, babe. What other things could you take from it with that message that PMJ?
He covered a lot. He covered a lot about, like you said, the opinion and the appraisal. It's the difference in an opinion. It's just that it's an opinion. And an appraisal is it's from an expert. This is what they do. So he covered a lot on that, and then he also talked about, just this sermon is pretty much choosing you. He talks about honoring yourself. So it is. I could go into a whole lot. I know we don't have a whole lot of time, but just to even put into words, because I'm like excited to go back and rewatch it and take things from it, because they've covered. I watch Devo Energy every morning at 7:21. Y'all should tune in because I share it. And they talk about the spirit of discernment, and someone mentioned that they saw it was discernment or something on me, and I was like, what the world, what does that mean? Because I had never heard it, and I had to ask my dad about what is having the spirit of discernment when someone says they see it on you, or they feel it. And I'm really trying to remember. He pretty much told me just to kind of stand in it, and to be still. Are you about to pull it up?
Keep talking.
Oh, so but he told me to, stand in it and to be still. So I think you're pulling up discernment.
And let me take a moment to define discernment. In Christian context, it's the perception in the absence of judgment with a view to obtaining spiritual guidance and understanding. Without providing for a time of healing and discernment, there will be no hope of living through the present moment without a shattering of our common life. So that is more of spiritual guidance. Mm-hmm. And that's something that you really just have to pray for. Those moments, because when you think about like where you're at now, and when people think about where you're at now, where you were before,
we're
not talking about money, because money can make you and it can destroy you as well.
Right.
But we're talking about growth,
mm-hmm.
Spiritual growth,
not my past,
inner growth, and the newer evolving portions of you. We all have our demons. We all have our own demons that we try to deal with, that we all try to address, and nobody's perfect. But as long as you are an ongoing project that is seeking improvement, we fall down, but we do get up and not stay down.
Right.
It's just one of those things. We're human. First of all, we're human. Don't be so hard on yourselves for making a mistake. Just do your best to ensure that mistake doesn't happen again. Again, the word is try your best, and without intentionally sabotaging your life and your happiness in your future. But we have to just give our best effort, and we may fall short.
We're humans, so you definitely are going to fall short.
It's okay to fall short. It is what it is. But you have to get back up and keep fighting, stand in the fight. Yeah. For some reason, a lot of us just see what people success looks like, but you don't know what their failures ever look like. And the reason why you don't ever look to see what their failures look like, because, in order to move forward, why would we sit there and dwell on what we failed at? Unless we're using it as a lesson to help build you up.
And that's the thing. I think you have to take it as failures and mistakes being lessons. Like you make a mistake, but what did you learn from that mistake?
My definitions of L's: I don't take L's. I don't take losses. I take lessons.
Yeah.
And these lessons help me evolve to become a better person. Because people that don't know me, hopefully y'all really catch on to what I'm about to tell you. People that really don't know me and don't know the old me, I had some very wicked ways. And those ways were very, like, I would literally decapitate you. I would verbally assault you. And
talk about that too.
I had to catch myself. And it will get to the point to where it will become violent. And my grandmother, God rest her soul, my paternal grandmother, Honey. It's like, they say they know you when you don't know yourself. Chris is a witness. My grandma called me Hulk, and as a child, I never asked my grandmother why you call me Hulk, but clearly we know what Hulk was. Incredible Hulk was just strong, abnormally strong, super strong, alt ego character of a man that tried his best to suppress the alternative version of himself, which is the Hulk. Be damned if that wasn't me. I'd be damned if it still isn't me to this day. And I try to not let people get that side out of me, to where I act out of character. Now the Hulk still exists within me. He is very alive and well, but I try my best to keep that gentleman or that portion of me suppressed. When I tell you the Hulk can be violent, you will see all 5'4" of me rip stuff apart. Every inch of me, every fiber in my being, every ounce of my strength, pushing me to certain levels that literally make me spin out of control. And after I was able to gain control of the alternative character, alternative version of me, I was able to take more control of my life. An example I've said before, my wife already knows, like when our house was burned and we had to rebuild, I said, let's make sure we put a theater room in the house. And I did that because I know how my temper is with my temper has a history of being really, 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 really bad. My past. But over the time I've learned to gain control of that temper, and I've learned to pull myself out of certain environments because I try to smile more, and even when I'm angry, I try to smile more because I know I'm suppressing my anger, and I try to walk away for several reasons. One, I got much more to lose. Two, people that try to hit that button to me are not worth my time. And it's just, I have better things to do. So I deliberately try to suppress that alt ego of me in order to live a better life, because that joker makes decisions that I have to pay for, and I'm not willing to pay the cost because Hulk want to come out and want to come and rip shit apart and then go back and like shit ain't happened. It's not cool. So I'm quite sure some of y'all can relate, where you guys have grown from. I'll be at certain city council meetings, and boy, people only knew what I was thinking. Like I was thinking, like I would you up, like literally. And one guy tested my gangster one day, and luckily we were on the phone. Because had we been in person, he would have got the business. But the thing about it is, you know how that headline would have read?
Yep.
Pleasant Grove City Councilman / Birmingham police officer did boom.
Assault.
Whatever the hell it was. Yeah, they're not going to even care nothing about this joker. So who stood to lose more? Me.
Yeah, Shamir.
Because I acted out of character. But this guy here,
yeah,
he was about to get the business, and the Lord saw fit to make sure that conversation stayed on a phone. And I don't think he would even have the balls to speak to me like that in public. But I'm glad that he didn't, because that really pulled that side out of me, and I was thinking like, dude, like you really about to catch it.
Now that goes back to you talking about growth, though.
Yeah,
that's growth.
And then the argument was stupid.
Simple-minded people.
It's like, dude, are you that ignorant? Like you really argue me about this superficial bullshit? Yeah. What the hell is your problem?
Yeah,
I'm doing something positive. What the hell are you talking about?
That's growth. I'm proud of you for the growth.
And
hey, Nikki.
Jesus.
Nikki off. My sister's off, so she's watching.
Yeah.
But that's growth.
My father-in-law same way.
Yeah.
My father-in-law, like
he's very calm. He's calm before.
He's very calm. It's like If I ever see my father-in-law get like upset, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, everybody let it roll.
Yeah.
But I've heard stories about him in the past. And I love my father-in-law. He's a good man. He actually was a good man. He's Lord, he has a lot of patience to deal with what he deals with. He has a lot of patience, and when he's dealing with certain things, he'll speak very calmly, and he'll speak not softly, but
it's soft yet
monotone.
stern. Very stern.
It'll be very monotone and stern. I'm like, oh, he mad. But you gotta really catch everything or know how he operates to really understand. Like, and then you gotta look at his eyes. His eyes to say it too. I read them eyes like, ooh. His mouth is getting ready to say what his eyes have already said. I'm like, ooh, so he about to say something.
Yeah,
I see that.
I watch his body language.
I watch and then I watch his hands.
Yeah.
He'll move his hands a certain way too. And when he's mad or somebody gone, he puts his hands together just like this. Am I right?
Yeah.
His hands gonna come together, and his thumb's gonna start doing something.
Yeah.
They start moving around, and that's how you know that the gears are spinning in his head, and he's trying to think of alternative way how to diffuse his situation so he don't really blow up. So you know, I watch him. My dad is like the total opposite. My dad would just like blow. When he gets there, he'd just be saying all kind of shit. I was like, damn. My dad like, yo, you little bitch. My dad, I love my dad. My daddy will call you whatever.
Yeah.
When he get mad, he finna bring it.
Yeah.
My daddy don't care.
And it's so weird because he don't really cuss a lot, but then when he does, it's
Lord,
like, oh, Papa Dunn cussing.
Yeah, he'll get in. He like, little funk ass little bitch.
Yeah.
You little bitch.
That's exactly how
that's I promise you, I'm not being dramatic right now. I'm not over exaggerating that. That's my dad.
I'm gonna read what Jamaria says.
What she say?
We all know the headlines can be unfair. I'm grateful for growth myself. I could have gotten out of character in what I could say is the most appropriate time, but God really grows us. He does. He does. He does.
I thank God for growth.
I thank God for keeping his hand on us.
Yeah.
And not even lifting a finger or a fingernail off of us. I thank God for keeping his hand on us. Amanda said, hey guys, I'm always late. What's the subject? It's a little bit of everything. You
don't have to hit rewind.
Yeah, it's just jump on in, but it's a little bit of everything. Right now we're talking about discernment and growth. And I was going back my discernment here recently that I had my moment
choosing you.
It made me somewhat shut down. I was very to myself and very quiet. A lot of people say that I wasn't myself. My good girlfriend Shauna, because we tell folks we go together real bad if she's still on here. As I told her, she can't move, can't go anywhere. She's stuck. She told me that I seemed different, and that's what it was. It was just discernment, and it was just me sitting in what I was going through so that I could have more knowledge and a better understanding. And right now, and I even told you, I'm being intentional with everything that I do. I want to be more intentional in everything that I do, and I'm working on being intentional with everything that I do.
I just want to continue to grow and be a better person.
Right.
That's all they ask for. I don't ask for perfection. I just want to continue to be a better person. I want to be a better dad. It's not saying I suck at being a dad, but I can always learn more. I think I'm gonna be a better granddad than I am a dad, because I think, well, everybody knows the responsibilities change at that point. And you know, even my kids would be like, well, you didn't do that with us. Shit, hell, I was too busy working, you know. And we were talking just the other day. Crystal said something about our daughter's birthday coming up, and we was like, well, we're not gonna do such and such. I said, well, we can switch and then she said, no, we're not gonna do this event or whatever this is. She said, that is why we got into this, right? So we can be able to say, no, we don't have to do that. And like, she's right. We were chasing the bag on this particular thing unnecessarily. We don't have to chase the bag as much. Before we had to really chase the bag, but we don't have to chase the bag as much because we needed this time. The whole time is worth more than any dollar, period. Time is something that you'll never be able to get back. Dollars you can get returned, you can get refunds on. You cannot get a refund on time. Your time is priceless. I'm going to say this again. The time that you give to people, the time that you dedicate to people, whether they're worth it or not, it has no dollar sign attached to it. You have to remember that. Not $1 You have to really understand that the value of time is priceless. You're not going to get it back. There's no do-overs with time. It's not.
Right.
So the whole point of
definitely everything, Amanda.
Yeah. The whole point of doing what you're doing is to make sure that you have time. Don't let your employer stress you out regarding your time. Don't let people mess around with your time. Don't let anything interfere with your time, because time is something that has so much value to where you cannot put a dollar sign on it, and you're not going to get it back.
Oh, that's good. Hold on. I'm sorry. Amanda said you don't remember the cost. You remember the experience.
Yeah.
That's
and it's going to cost you. Time is going to cost you. And the thing about time costing you, you don't even know how much it's really going to cost you. Yes, money, we're talking about money, you know exactly, like, if I do this fine is going to cost me X number of dollars, $500, $300. If I break this, it's going to cost me this. Time, you don't even know how much it just took away from you. Mm-hmm. How much did it take away from your time account bank? Mm-hmm. Because that clock is ticking. Sometimes we do stuff in order to expedite the calendar, and we don't need to do that. When we sit here and say, I can't wait to do shit. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Why would you expedite your expiration date?
Say when we were younger, I can't wait till I'm grown. I can't wait till I'm out of the house. I can't, babe. Put me back.
Can we hit the brakes on time?
Put me back.
My kids are growing up. Our kids are growing up. Yeah. We're talking about they're in college. Yeah. And, the time that we can't get back anymore with them. The other one is getting ready to graduate next year, and we already trying to adapt to life with one kid in the house, and that one kid in the house has realized that my brothers had done everything for me. They've been cutting the grass, they've been feeding the dogs, and they've been washing the dishes and scrubbing whatever. The only thing I had to do was act like I was sweeping the floor. And now she's figuring out that now that the middle boy is gone temporarily while he's at Montevallo for the summer, that now I have to wash dishes, and now I have to scrub this on top of sweeping the floor. Yeah. I may even have to take this trash out at one point in time. Yep. And then, but guess what? It's going to gravitate again, and then next thing you know, Chris, it's just going to be me and you. And then we have to learn how to be me and you all over again, because to be technical, we've never had a chance to be me and you in our adult lives. We've never had the chance to be KD and Crystal in our adult lives. We don't even know what it's like. We spend all of our time,
a new experience,
and put that into our kids, and we don't even know. Let's be honest, Crystal. We don't know each other in that light. We think we do, but we don't. We've never had the chance to experience it.
So you said I may not like you.
You may not.
No, some days I don't already.
And vice versa.
That's fine.
Okay. But we need to get adjusted. We're going to have to get adjusted to the new version of us. The time.
But I think that starts now, because we are at the point.
We've already started it
with Kavan being gone, and now Carson transitioning.
We've adapted to him. He's been gone for a couple of years now.
And then Caitlin being the only child, because she's having to adapt as well, because she's used to having everybody in the house, and now it's just her. So she's having it's a process for her as well because she's mentioned it. It's a process for her as well because now she's the only child and that she'll be the only child in the house eventually. And right now, I think this is a good way to kind of transition us all. With Carson being at Montevallo for the summer, so it kind of like
it actually helps us out to. It's like a pre-transition.
Yeah, it's a trial run.
Yeah, so we kind of know what to expect, and we didn't get a chance to do that with P.
Yeah.
And
I think Carson's living. Carson is like on vacation. He's not. And I think
has he
okay.
Texted you?
No, he has not texted me. He's okay. Normally, I text him.
He didn't dip out and then
I
call.
think he's okay right now because he knows. Okay, on Thursday they picking me up, and I go back on Sunday. It's not going to hit him until we drop him off, and it ain't no baby. You come home for Thanksgiving or Christmas. That's when you come home.
But he may be okay with that.
And
I don't know.
Carson,
he may be like deuces, y'all.
Like, I know Kate gonna be like, I'm out.
No,
and she's so ready though.
She gonna be attached. She gonna be I'm out, but she gonna be that's talk. She's a lot of talk. Because when it really hit the fan, she gonna be out, but she gonna be out next to who? I don't think she's gonna be that I'm out person, and wherever my brother's at, whatever. I think she could be trying to get close to one of them, figure out where they at, and then she'll be like,
she's already in talks with that.
Then she'll be like, oh, I'm big and bad. I'm this. No, it's because you got one of your brothers there with you, and you feel she gotta have her binky, her security blanket, her Ellie. And y'all don't know what Ellie is. Ellie is her security blanket that she's had since our house caught on fire.
And it's an elephant.
Yeah, and we call it's an elephant of teddy bear.
It's like a sock elephant, if you guys know what that is. So it's like different multicolors.
It's a security blanket,
but it's her.
It's a binky.
It's her security blanket that happens to be a stuffed or non-stuffed.
She'll be 14 years old next week, and she's had that since she was 2.
Actually, I gotta call her friend because I think she left it. She was like, so I think I left Ellie.
Left it where?
At her friend's house.
She's left that thing somewhere everywhere. Has she not contacted the girl? When she figured that out today?
The other day, yesterday.
She didn't call the girl?
I don't know. Maybe. She hadn't said anything to, or she may have found it because she hadn't said anything else to me.
I think she would have found it because
you think she would have said something.
She's had that thing for a significant amount of time.
Shauna said Kay never came home. Really? But Montevallo is really peaceful. It's really Kay. You're right. Yeah, baby. She never did come home.
Who?
Her daughter Michaela.
Who's that?
She went to Montevallo. Shauna.
Shauna. Our Shauna?
Yeah.
She got a daughter?
Oh, you're sleeping. Yeah, she has a daughter.
I was Shauna, photographer.
Yeah. Shauna, do you hear this?
Wait, she got an older daughter? Mm-hmm. What the hell?
She just graduated from Montevallo.
The hell? Right. How old is this girl?
Kavan, is she 21?
I ain't seen not one picture of her. She be talking about her boy all the time.
Yeah. Kay on there on social media.
She
Yeah.
She don't talk.
She is a good mix between Shauna and her dad.
She don't why?
She's a sweetheart. Kay's
does she hide from the camera?
She's got a big smile.
Cause I see the boy.
Shauna said, "Whoa, my God!"
I see. You talk about that boy all the time.
The baby, because he's the baby,
and
he's 20,
and he a boy.
Kavan is 21, turned 22. There, so Kay is 22. Yeah, Michaela.
I don't even know what that girl look like.
Shauna and her daddy is a good man.
Well, she posts more about her son than she know about than that girl. I thought the boy was the only one.
No, it's 3 of them.
Oh, who the third one? Who the third one?
There's Ray Jr. He's older. He's
whoa. Hold
he's down in Huntsville.
Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
This show is not about Shauna.
I don't care. It is now.
No.
How old is the oldest boy?
How old is Ray, Shauna?
What's his name? Ray.
Mm-hmm. Ray,
he the oldest?
He's the oldest.
How old is he? Shauna, when you pump these kids out, how old was she on this first?
She said because he's the only one at home. Kay is the oldest. Ray is 21.
Oh, Kay is the girl.
Yeah, Kay is the girl.
Kay is how old?
22.
And Ray is who?
21.
Oh, she had the stepper.
And then you have the baby.
And he 18 now.
What?
The babe. That's the one that just graduated, right?
He has not graduated. He's with Carson.
Okay. Shit. He going to his senior, right?
Yes.
So he's 17.
The one that towers you. Yes.
Girl, I did not know she had 3.
Yeah, and Ray and Kavan are friends because Ray is down at
I did not know she had 3.
in Huntsville.
Shauna, where you had these babies at?
Yeah.
Well, you had. I'm sorry we had to have this moment for Shauna. I did not know.
Has he had his coffee yet? I don't know where he is.
I ain't had no coffee. It's been a long night for me. The West Side told me these people were shooting, and that's a whole nother story. I've been working domestics. The West Side, working the West Side will have you just damn near depressed.
That's right. Ray and Kavan are the same age. Yeah.
Get me started on my West Side story last night.
Let's not talk about.
We gonna have a blue story day. I'm gonna tell y'all. I can't disclose names. I swear I'm gonna
sit on the sideline.
I'm gonna tell y'all kind of stories that I experienced. Some of them funny. I'm gonna tell y'all the funny ones. I ain't gonna tell you the sad ones because we're not gonna have the press show. But these folks are hilarious. But anyway, she got 3 kids.
Yeah, Shauna has 3.
Dang, Sean.
Hey, baby. So she about to go through because when
but she on the last one.
When baby boy leave, she footloose and fancy free. That's why I told her she can't move because she was trying to move wherever he was going. I told her she couldn't go. We'll just visit. It'll give us a reason to go visit.
Jeez. Okay. All right. What time, y'all?
Yeah.
We talk about time, and these kids grow up so quick.
I look at because Caitlin's birthday is coming up. Our baby girl will be 14 on Juneteenth.
Yeah.
So
that's our freedom baby.
Juneteenth,
give
baby,
us a 3.
Father's Day, baby. Because sometimes our birthday falls on Father's Day.
Yeah.
But I was looking at pictures, and she and I were discussing cakes last night, and she showed me, oh my God, the cake that the child showed me, and I told her, I was like, Kate, she was like, it's not ghetto. I said, yes, it is. We're not doing that.
We already doing what she already wanted to do. We ain't doing all that old extra.
I got the cake stuff. I dimmed it down from what that means that I got it.
Y'all saw how she tried to do me.
I dimmed it down.
Did y'all witness that? That means that I got it.
I dimmed it down because you don't handle the birthday stuff.
I don't handle the birthday stuff, but you ain't gotta exclude me like that.
I don't exclude you. I just let you know what I'm doing.
What you doing?
The cake.
You just said you handled it. You ain't told me what you doing.
Let me give a shout out to Pauline's. Because Pauline's is doing her cake, and Miss Zelda is doing her name plate that's going on.
All thing I get is the bill. Receipt.
That's it.
You know what? I'm gonna freeze that card.
Well, it's plenty more.
I'm gonna freeze that card.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
You're gonna go and try to swipe, and they're gonna say denied. I'm gonna freeze that card.
You wanna fight?
You wanna fight?
Yeah, I wanna fight.
You wanna fight?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to sell tickets to this fight.
Baby, let's go.
Let's see who going to win.
Let's go.
You going to break a nail.
No, that's ain't.
You going to break a nail messing with me.
Those
are not Lee Press songs.
We can fight today. So if I break a nail because I got an appointment.
No, that's going to be another bill. I decline.
You already got
I decline. That's going to be a new bill when you break nails.
Amanda said, "Now that's low down, Katie."
What's low down?
And I don't know if she's talking about the cake or whatever. But anyway, so Caitlin,
we were talking
about the cake, and we definitely have them down from what she was talking about. It's not a 2-tier cake; it's the little tall, little 7-inch
y'all version
cake.
Them down don't even match my damn down. Y'all be talking about damn near wedding cakes around here.
It's not a. I just said it's not a 2-tier cake.
You got a 6-tier cake.
No.
Ballerina on top. She's the black ballerina though.
Amanda, he ain't freezing no car. He is a whole lot of talk. I wish a Negro would even attempt to.
I hit that freeze button on the app.
I am what makes your house a home. Remember that.
Keep going.
So, anyway, we dimmed down the cake that she was talking about, but I was like, oh my God, if I could just get that little girl that used to be so excited about, her birthdays, and it was just the simplest things, and how she would smile and just light up, and I could do like the little happy birthday stuff on the
fireplace,
and
she's a brat. She's a spoiled brat,
and she's blessed.
She's a damn brat. I really have to check her a lot.
I told her the other day, I was like, "You're really being a brat."
Yeah,
because
really being ungrateful.
I had to. I'm not gonna say ungrateful because our children are blessed, and we do things for them, that our parents were unable to do. And that's what it is, because even with our kids, I want them to be able to do things with their kids that we were unable to do. It's supposed to grow that way. So our kids are truly, truly blessed. But I checked her and I was like, you being a brat. Like, you had a friend that didn't know if she was going to be able to celebrate her birthday because something didn't go right with mom at work, and then it popped up and they were very spontaneous. I said, you have to, and it brought her all the way down, because I was like, you have to look at that. So yeah, we had a nice little come to Jesus conference.
Our kids really not going to understand how blessed they are until they emerge into society as pre-adults. And really seeing how other kids experience their upbringing, because a lot of us have bougie damn kids, and they don't realize how good they got it. To
Jameer, she's a brat.
Getting such shoes, getting your hair done, getting your feet done, all this stuff. And not your edges not showing, whatever the hell that means, and your tracks not coming out, and your glue and your whatever.
You're having a moment.
Yeah. I see a lot. Okay. And you're not gonna really appreciate how I have ensured that
I was about to say
your life has been enhanced by my hard work and efforts, because you don't even realize what Dad do. And we get back on Father's Day, you don't even realize what I do, but it's cool. You're gonna realize it later. You're gonna realize it much later.
And I think while they're kids, because we didn't know a lot of that stuff that our parents did. It wasn't meant for us. It wasn't meant for us to see what they were doing in the background to make things happen in the forefront. So
the sacrifices that were made, the sleepless nights. Man, I've been so tired out here running my butt just ragged. I've fallen asleep at the steering wheel. Okay, just like bad. I might as well just drunk a fifth of Hennessy. I was so just gone, because I was just going so hard for my kids and my family, just make sure they got whatever, and that come at some serious costs. Now we're talking about financially, we're talking about risk, life, serious injury and or death type situation. We ain't even talking about the uniform, we just talking about just getting out there, period, including the uniform. Just, oh my goodness. But we do that to make sure that everything is A-OK. We're not looking for accolades as daddies, and we know mamas get all the points. And the cool things about daddies, we don't give a damn. We okay with that.
Oh, man.
You can give mama all the points you want, but eventually you're going to realize, hold on, we were able to do because of what? Daddy. Yep. That there, daddy. That's why.
Now I'm going to go through the comments and then we'll log out because I had to go get our...
What time was your pregnancy?
11. Well, yeah.
Okay. 8 minutes still.
Jameer said, my niece is not a brat. Yes, she is. And she said, however, our girls are definitely alike. LOL, I feel your pain. Yes, Shauna, she will be turning 14.
Oh, shout out to y'all. Her baby girl surgery went good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully everything went good. She had
She's home.
pretty smile pre-surgery. I was like, oh, look at that. So precious. Yeah. My daughter used to be like that.
She'll be 14. Amanda says, it's me. I have bougie broke kids.
Bougie ass kids.
Erica says, my boys are a mix of spoiled but grounded. Yeah,
mine too. I'm better.
Yeah.
My boys are much more appreciative. See, I think so, especially my oldest. He understands. Ooh, Lord, he understands. My middle one, he's actually pretty simple. He walks around with holes in his shoes and don't even say nothing. I'm like, why you tell you had some holes in your shoes? I'm like, dude, what? Like, am I lying, Crystal?
I get so mad.
He's so basic.
I
love him.
He's basic yet not. He's very particular. He has a whole skincare regimen, hygiene. Like I had to go to Walmart and Target, and we were just
he wear his auntie
his bonnet. Oh dear God, I gotta
auntie.
get him another hair thing for his hair, because he's got these twists. But he got
a purple
bonnet and gives two fucks about what you say.
I said, what is that, a PG bonnet?
He does not.
Go Spartans
care.
bonnet.
He does, and then he wears it, and it's kind of like flipped to the side. This little piece.
The boy left his girlfriend house the other day. That boy came out of her house with his auntie.
And I was like, what the hell?
He came out with an Auntie Addie bonnet on.
I was like, what the hell?
I like,
Carson?
dude, yeah. So did you went up your girlfriend's house with your bonnet in your back pocket?
Yeah.
Dude, like, yeah. I can't explain this.
Erica said, I've always said Deuce and Carson are related because they act just alike. Her baby boy. Now Erica has two. Just let you know, she has two boys. One has graduated.
That's Erica Maynard.
Yes.
Yeah.
She has two. One has graduated, and then she has one at home.
Okay.
So there you go. But yeah, Caitlin is she's a girl. She's being a girl, and being a girl with dad and two older brothers, she is spoiled. And I'm trying to refrain from the word spoiled, but blessed. But she's doing what girls do, and that's get what she want.
Yeah. But all in all, we love our kids. We are so appreciative of our kids. We're so
and
appreciative.
They do good in school. They do good.
They do.
They do well.
And one of the future topics that we're going to discuss, and I'm gonna say this is I'm gonna close with this, but kind of throw a little hints out about our future topic. The goal of doing what we do and how we do, especially as parents, you should always make sure that, if at all possible, set things up for your children for their future, so you really create dynasties and legacies. Purely unintentional, but yet intentional as we progress. We created 3 businesses, and those businesses will go to our 3 children. Our oldest has already received his share of the business, his beginning share, in which it will increase as time progresses. Our next one is on deck after we get him prepared for the actual grooming process and make sure he's suitable to handle it. To relinquish our responsibilities of what we created, because we've created so much to where we can't do it all. And the beauty of having children is being able to give that to them, but make sure they're responsible. But what greater thing to give your children other than something that that's already prepared, that's already running, that's already generating revenue, and they remember how hard you worked to get that. But just setting stuff up for them, the awesome thing, just the awesome pride within that. And with my oldest, his response to how receptive he was toward that made me really proud, because I didn't know how he was gonna accept it. I didn't know what he was gonna be like. Oh, Dad, don't worry about it. But he was very receptive.
He's excited.
He's excited.
Yeah.
Peabody Party Rental is expanding to Huntsville or Florida, depends on his next destination. He's been given the green light to expand the business. He's been given the green light to head that operation post graduation, and the model's been set. The website is fully operational. The business has all thing he has to do is build a brand in the new area. He's going to be fronted equipment that he needs to get started. Everything else will be set for him, and allow him to grow that portion of the business and control it independently, using the models that we've already set in place, and at this point just really enhancing it. So that was really a great moment. So this is the unofficial word of that, letting you guys know, but we will officially make that announcement once everything is off the ground, because right now we're working in the background to do our market analysis and to go ahead and move forward with the full plan on the expansion. So shout out to my oldest P, the birthright, Peabody Party Rental, on his just growth and of this next level of business, and I'm super proud of him, and I can't wait to see where this is going to go. And I'm happy. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for his success. I'm very proud of him as a parent, because he's the first one of our creation that we are able to see the fruits of our effort. And God damn it, we proud. We are really proud. So stay tuned. And yes, we're going to continue to brag on our children, as any parent should. Brag on your babies, on what they're doing, and groom them up for success. And but don't be ashamed of your babies if they're doing good. You know, some people they talk about, are you damn right? I'm going to talk about my babies. I love them. I'm thankful for them. I'm thankful for the experience of being their father. And I'm thankful for their delayed reception of the message that I have been trying to deliver for the past umpteen years.
Delayed, not denied.
Not denied. So, anything in closing, babe?
No. Happy Father's Day to all fathers, and happy early birthday to our baby girl, Miss
Salute to all the papas.
Dunn. Yes.
Salute
happy
to all the
Father's
papas.
Day.
And y'all enjoy the Juneteenth. We won't see you or be able to talk to y'all until then.
Happy June.
Juneteenth is coming up next week, Monday.
Yes.
I need my black folks to really go all the way out, bigger than what you do for the 4th.
There's
the 4th
several events going on for Juneteenth. Show up. Barry's by Crystal will actually be at one on the 17th.
Urban
Impact.
Yeah.
It's from 12 to 5.
Where's it going to be at?
It's Urban Impact. It's downtown or around the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute, so it'll be in that area.
Civil Rights District.
What is that like? Is that Land Park? That's that's right there.
Just a Civil Rights District. You go down to Civil Rights District this Saturday. Was that this Saturday?
That's Saturday.
This Saturday, right? Mm-hmm. This Saturday. Mm-hmm. Participating in a lot of Juneteenth events. That's actual now a federal holiday, so you guys will be off of work. But not only just take off of work, take the time to really understand how we were deprived of our official freedom due to our slave masters and the American system at that time taking advantage of our ignorance, in which we received a late notification of our freedom. That was taken advantage of. The people that don't want to really acknowledge that this country was built on our backs, and the fact that they took credit for the things that we did. They took credit for the ideas that we had, because we had no right to legally be able to own our ideas, to be able to own our concepts and move forward with things. So it would be no different from your dog telling you certain things, and your dog cannot even sign off or co-sign or even put their signature on something that they created, because they are owned by the owner. We were owned, and none of our ideas, it was just no more than ideas of things that we never could legally possess. So this country benefited on the backbone of what we've done. And I'd be damned if I let anyone sit there and act like that did not happen. Acknowledge our freedom. Acknowledge where we've come from. Acknowledge what we have given for this country to be what it currently is. We are Americans, and it is not their country. It's our country. When I say ours, I mean ours collectively, both black and white. And if you don't like that, then your whole everything is whack. Your whole perspective is whack. All right? So understand where we came from, understand where we're going. But don't let anybody tell you otherwise about what our contributions have been. Thank y'all for tuning into the Dunn Show. It's been another great show, and we're going to be, Lord willing, coming back to you guys next week with some good, insightful information. Love y'all. Peace.